What's up? Happy Monday. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Put me in the mind of in living color. How you living? What? How you living? What? In living color. Mm, 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 mm. Do what you wanna do in living color. In living color, color. In living color. Hi, John. In living color, color. Feeling good, guys. I'm sleepy. I'm feeling good. How are you guys doing? Hey, Nicole. How was your weekend? I had a restful weekend. Okay. I cleaned my house. I cooked. I spent time with my family, which is the most important thing. Whew. That little hype dance I just did in the beginning, I'm like tired now from that. So funny. So funny. So I got a few things I want to talk about. And I want to share some information with you guys. Good, Nicole. I'm happy to hear that. The weekend is too short for it not to be, right? So, try your best to make it a good weekend for sure. My kids went back to school today. Ah, Nicole, did your daughter want to go back to school today? Probably not. Um, my son said that he had a good day. My daughter, she ended up leaving early. She got something going on with her back, so she will be starting physical therapy Monday. So she has to stay home. These kids, man, they are something else. Something else. Oh man, online notary, and I can't get it. All right, guys. So let's jump on into it. The first thing I want to talk about is communication. They don't have school next Monday, so they have to. Exactly. Exactly. You're right. Y'all don't even have school next Monday. So go to school. All right. So I want to talk about communication because I can't stress this enough, guys. Communication is so important. Okay. And I hear and see this being an issue, not just with notaries in their business, but I'm seeing it be an issue with the companies that hire us to do the work. We have got to do better, guys. Now, I was sharing in my group chat today with my notary family that this year, Jay, this beginning of the new year is not just marking a new year. It is marking new opportunities, new best practices, new habits, better habits probably for all of us. Like there are things that we did last year that we should not be doing again this year. All right. We got to be better with prioritizing and communicating. Okay. Nobody want to work with somebody who does not communicate. Okay. If someone texts you, okay, and I'm not talking about personal, you do what you want to do in your personal time. But if you out here trying to make money, you're trying to build a reputation with companies to use you as a reliable and preferred notary in your area, you have to communicate. When you are text, call, email, you need to answer right away. Okay. That is the biggest pet peeve of mine. I have notaries that I use for witness. Okay. And if I send out a text blast, I expect everyone to respond, whether you can do it or not. I just want to know because if I text you too many times and you never respond, then I'm automatically going to assume you no longer are working as a notary. You're no longer available to be a witness for me. Okay. And I take my business very seriously. So I'm not working with nobody who's not taking their business seriously. I'm just not, and it's not a loss to me to not work with you if you are not being, good with communication. Okay. If anything, I'm doing myself a favor. Okay. So we got to get better with communication, guys. We got to. New year, and what is the saying? Oh, when you know better, you do better. You got to do better with communication. All right. Now, since I've been full time, okay, I have been doing very well. One of my notary fam asked me, like, can you please share how's it been going since you've been full time? Um, I'm going to, and I plan to, I just don't know when I can do it. I plan to, excuse me. Oh man, I did it again. Oh, my headset is broke. Oh no, that's not broke, is it? Oh my god, my headset is broken. Oh my goodness. And here I go again. I got the headset. Y'all can hear me? You guys can hear me when I didn't have the headset on? Which is kind of bad because that means I talk really loud. So, oh my God. I did it again. I have my headset plugged in and I'm talking to you guys. It didn't sound muffled or anything like that. Um, Gosh. So I hope you guys heard me about the whole communication thing. Um, oh, I was talking about being full time. You can hear me, Gail? Okay, good. All right. So since I've been full time, I've been doing really good. I have been taking as many notary appointments as I can, that will come. Now, one thing people don't understand is just because I'm full time and I get a notification for a notary assignment, it doesn't always mean that I'm going to be assigned just because I click I'm available. Okay. And that is what's happening. I am getting assigned to a lot of them, but I'm not getting assigned to all of them. So on Thursday, well, let me backtrack. Last week, Monday, I think I got rid of my sheet too. I've been throwing away my appointment sheets. Maybe I should keep them for the month and then throw them away, huh? Well, anyway, on Monday, I was busy. On Tuesday, I was busy. On Wednesday, I was busy. Thursday, I had no notary appointments, but I did take some online notary um, from eNotary on Call. On Friday, I had no notary appointments scheduled. So, what I did was I got up, I had breakfast, and I had decided that I was going to go and do DoorDash because it was about to be lunchtime. And I know when my husband used to do it, lunchtime was the busy time, right? Now, if you're not familiar with DoorDash, DoorDash is an app that you can go on and sign up to pick up food and deliver it to people. Now, if you've used DoorDash, then you know what I'm talking about. But you can sign up to work DoorDash. What happened was when I did sign up for it, it wasn't available right away. So I guess it is location specific. Like if they have too many people in the area, then you won't get approved right away. So it took me a little bit, passed the background check and everything like that, and then I got approved. And so I started doing DoorDash in 2022, I think, and I didn't do it a lot. I would just do it, here and there on the weekend. If I wanted to make some extra money, get my nails done, get my hair done, I would do it because I'm like, it's easy. All you do is turn the app on, and it will notify you when an order is available in your area, and it gives you time to accept or decline it. My husband taught me a trick. He said, look and see how many miles you're traveling. Because if they're paying you a small fee and you're traveling far, it's not going to be worth it. So I remembered that. And so I did that on Friday. I was only able to do it I was active. I'm trying to think how they explain it. I was, I marked myself available for 2 hours and 40 minutes, is what it said, 40 or 50 minutes. And within that time, I visited real estate offices and title offices. I only got a chance to visit three, two real estate offices and one title office. The title office that I went to is one that I visit every year, and I've been visiting them for like the past 3 years. This will be the third year. The lady remembered me as soon as I walked in the door, and we talked for a long time. And she was just telling me her pain points with some of the notaries that she's worked with. She's also a notary, but she said what she'll do is she'll try to do it like after work if it's not too late. But she was like, if I get any that's late, I'll just call you and you can do it, because she was like, she tries to do it just to make some extra money here and there. Um, she uses a sign-in service that I've worked with before. And so I told her, okay, cool. I was like, so, which it kind of hurt my feelings because I'm like, I've been coming here, for a while, and clearly you've just signed up with the sign-in service. But it didn't hurt me too bad because she has signings that are not just here, but they're in other states too. And so her working with the signing service is more advantageous for her business as opposed to just working with me. you know Now what I did tell her was, since you work with that signing service and I've worked with them before, if you do have a signing in the area, you can recommend them choose me, or you can tell them that you prefer to use me, and then they'll just contact me. And I don't mind doing it that way. you know I just want to work. I want to get work. I don't care how the work comes as long as I can get the work and get paid for it. Okay. So that was that. And I was able to do, I think I did 4 or 5 orders, and I was only delivering food for an hour and a half. So even though I marked myself active for the 2 hours and like 40 or 50 minutes, I was only actively delivering food for an hour and a half, and I made $59. And I'll show you guys what that looks like. And I know you guys are like, well, why are you sharing this? I ain't got nothing to do with notary. Because when you become self employed, you get money how you get money. Okay. When I decided to go full time in my business, I automatically knew that there would be some days where I may have one appointment, I may have 5 appointments, I may have no appointments. And I know how to fill in the gap because remember, I have a daily goal that I want to meet. Right now, at minimum, I want to make $200 a day. Okay. That's still more than what I made on my full time job. And that's the momentum I want to keep up, the $200 a day. So let me show you guys. All right. So hopefully y'all can see that. Yeah, you can see it, I think. All right. So I made $59. And if you can see here, it says my active time was an hour and 35 minutes, but I was signed on for 2 hours and 49 minutes, and I did 4 deliveries. So I made $59 doing 4 deliveries, guys. All right. So don't have people out here telling you that there's no money to be made. If you have a day where you're not getting a whole lot of signings, you better get out there and make some money for the day. Don't just sit at home and be in your, sorrow and oh my God, oh, I don't have any notary appointments. So what? Get out there and go get some money. You can make money doing other things. It does not have to be specifically notary. It don't. All right. I do inspections too. I had a couple of inspections come through that I didn't take, which I should have. I end up making $170 today. And, that was $30 short of my goal, but it's because I turned down two $30 inspections. So it's important to know where you mess up and just acknowledge it. Like, okay, I probably should have, did those two, because if I would have, so for the inspections, when you accept those, you get a sign right away. So if I would have accepted it, I would have got it. I usually do, but I didn't feel like doing it. So that was on me. Totally my fault. So let's go back to Friday. Friday, I did the DoorDash for that long, made $59. And while I was out door dashing, I got 2 calls from my Google. Oh, I'll tell you in a minute, John. So Friday, I had 2 customers call me while I was out door dashing. I took the 2 appointments. One was at a person's home to sign a trust and a will and testament. The other one was at an assisted living place, and I had to sign some guardianship paperwork. And so on Friday, I ended up making $146, all of which I got paid the same day. Okay. So today I was going to do DoorDash because when I woke up today, I didn't have any appointments on my book. But I ended up not having to do that. I ended up having 4 appointments today. But I didn't get the appointments until 12. Okay. So if you guys can, oh, I hate that this thing is so light. You can't really, how do I turn off? I just wish that you guys can see this better. Like, uh, can you see it? All right. So I didn't get an appointment today until 12. And then it just got better as the day progressed on. All right. So if you see here on my appointment page, I have 4 appointments and I have some other appointments scheduled, on some other days as well. So just because, like I said, you don't have the appointments right away, you feel like you're not getting busy enough, do not fret. Do not fret. Make sure that you have a plan though. All right. Don't just go full time and not have a plan. Okay. I plan to go full time. I was supposed to go full time January of last year. And after I put all my ducks in a row, I realized I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. But I took that year to plan for this year. And now I'm full time and my plan came together. And I know you're probably thinking 12 months is a long time. Yeah, well, sometimes you need that. You need that to reevaluate some things, put things together, reorder some of the things that you do. And I'm happy with my decision, okay, because I planned it out. So I ended up doing 2 in office notaries, which means that they came to my home. I have my office in the front. I had 1 signing that I had to go all the way to Lake Worth to do. And then I was a witness to an online notary. So in total, I made 170 today. And of the 170, I made, oh, I'm sorry, $70 was in hand, cash. And the 100 I have to wait for. So it was a good day. I don't really beat myself up too much about not meeting my goal because on Wednesday, I made enough on Wednesday for 2 days. So Thursday, when I didn't have any notary appointments, I was so tired from the day before. I was so tired, guys. I had 5 appointments that day. And the first 3 appointments of the day were back to back. And the reason why they were back to back was because of the distance I had to travel. So it didn't make sense for me to drive from one appointment and go home and go to the next one. I just drove from one appointment to the next, and then from this appointment to the next. And I was just like, and then I had a gap in a day. So I came home. I was home for like 3 hours, sat and ate lunch with my kids. We talked, laughed, and then I told them mommy had to go. I got 2 appointments this evening. So I left out and I did those 2 appointments and I came back home and I ended up coming home to eat dinner after everybody else ate dinner, but they were okay because we had lunch together. What I will tell you guys about being full time in my notary business, and I'm gonna try not to cry, but it gives me more time with my kids. And I didn't realize how much time I had taken away from them because I was going so hard trying to build up my business while I was working full time. And it would be times where I would get so frustrated because they wanted my time. And I'm like, I can't give you my time. Mommy's working during the day. And when I get off, I'm working my business because I got to keep working my business because I'm going to go full time. I'm going to go full time. And It really feels good having all this. I didn't realize how much time you have when you just work one job because for 3 years, I've been working my full-time job and working my business part-time. So I essentially had 2 jobs and I was working hard at them both. And I was robbing my kids of the time. And they they told me like, "Mommy, we're so proud of you. We're so happy that you have time now. And we love sitting and talking to you." And it just makes me so happy. It does. So if you want to know how it's been for me going full time, I've only been full time in my notary business for 3 weeks. I wish I would have did it sooner. I wish I would have been able to do it sooner because I'm doing really well. I really am. Um, remember how I shared with you guys? Oh, thank you, John. They do add up, John, because you know what happens? Ever since I went full time, my husband has been doing a bank run for me every week because all of the signings I did last month, they're coming in now and they're trickling in like every day or every other day. But I don't want to go to the bank every day. So I just let them add up. And then at the end of the week, we just go ahead and deposit them. And it's a good feeling. I know. He really is, John. He really is. God is so good. And he has been so good to me and my family. He really has. But yeah, that's how it's been going for my me going full time in my business. So I'm gonna go back to my list. Did you guys have any questions for me about me going full time and the planning and all that stuff? No? Okay. So I've learned some things since going full time as well, because since I'm doing more signings, I'm coming across different scenarios and different title companies want different things. So I had a split signing that I did, and it was for an attorney, but the title company, they did not want to accept the documents the way that they were. So, and I hate that I can't show my screen so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Hopefully, I can explain it to where you can envision what I'm talking about. Yeah, Ja. It's only been 3 weeks, and I've been doing very, very good. Yeah. I went full time December 18th. December 18th. I need to write that on the calendar because I'm sorry, this year we gotta celebrate my 1-year anniversary. So let me write that down. I went full time December 18th, 2023. Yes. All right. So the split signing. Now we all know, well, I hope we all know, when you have a signing and it's more than one person already pre-printed within your notarial certificate, you have to cross out the name of the person who is not before you. The notary who will meet with the other person will have to add a loose certificate, okay, or vice versa. So I met with the one person and I had to strike the name of the other person in the certificate, right? And that's what you're supposed to do. You strike the name, you put your initials. And I did that for every printed certificate that was present. So the next day, the title company calls me. No, not the title. Who called me? Attorney office, maybe? I think the attorney office called me. And they were saying that title was saying that they're not going to accept the paperwork because I didn't strike out the signature lines. And so I was like, I've never done that before, but okay. I was like, so what is it that you guys need me to do? Because I've already mailed, the paperwork to you and you have it. And so they asked me my permission to, yeah, Vernita, attorney. Um, oh, you were correct to be helping me. Yeah, yeah, thank you. Yeah, so they were just like, is it okay if we strike through the signature lines for you? I say, yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. I'll remember for the future to not only strike out the name in the certificate wording if it's pre-printed, of course. If you have to fill it in, you don't have to worry about striking a name out. But all of the certificates had both of the members' names because it was a business. Both of the members' names already pre-printed in the certificate. So I only lined through one of them and put the initials. So I'll remember for future to strike a line through their signature line as well and put my initials. So I wanted to share that with you guys just in case you run into that. Okay? Because my thing is I'm not going to argue with them about that because it's a simple fix. You know, that little thing is not going to prevent them from funding, it's not going to make me look bad. I'll make sure to do that moving forward and problem solved. Next, I wanted to talk to you guys about keeping organized and managing your time. Okay. It is super important. When people call you, they don't want to know what appointments you already have. They want to know what time do you have available. Okay. And I had to learn that in a short 3 weeks. Where wording is missing. Trying to think of, should we utilize the practice for all notarial acts where wording is missing? Striking the name out. I don't know how to answer that question, Gail, because I'm confused with it. So when you have a document that's missing notarial verbiage, you usually have to add a certificate. If you have a certificate that is pre-printed and it's missing the elements that are required in the certificate, you try to add them if you have room. If you don't have room, you got to strike it out. Yes, you're right. Yes, when you strike out anything, you need to make sure you put your initials. Um, the only thing you don't have to put your initials for is, so you know that one certificate, and I think it might be California. Is it California? I think it might be California where it has the verbs. It has the he, she, they, him, her, their. So when you have to cross out the ones that don't apply, you don't initial that. I don't initial that. I just cross it out and I leave the one that applies, you know, open. If you are crossing out something that is not correct, yes, always line through it, put your initials. Did that answer your question? Excuse me. You guys are going to hear me burping some chicken pop. I do apologize for that. I'm not rude. So keep it organized, managing your time. I had to learn this in the short 3 weeks that I've been full time. When customers call, I'm always, first thing I say, well, I have an appointment at this time. I have an appointment at this time. And so they're thinking that I'm telling them I have availability at that time. I have to get out of doing that. When they call and they ask for an appointment, they want to know what you have available. They don't want to know what you already have booked. Okay, does that make sense? And remember, I did release my appointment book for you guys, and I put a video so that you can see the inside because I hate that Amazon doesn't give you that option. Like, I was reading, how can I add more pictures so you can see the inside of the book? I hate when you go on Amazon and you can't see the inside of the book. I did not see an option for it. So when I posted it in the YouTube community, I posted a link to a video so you can see how the inside pages look. Now, I didn't put all the appointment pages. I just put one appointment page sample because that's how all of them look. And then I have a few other pages. I have a calendar, I have a to-do list, and I have a contacts list. Okay. But that's the appointment book. The reason I made that is because I'm currently using it and it is awesome. It helps me so much being able to keep things organized. And I already showed you guys how that page looks. So I created a book. It's on Amazon. If you're interested, it's there for you to purchase. If not, if you have access to my library, I have the PDF that you can just print out every day if you want and just, I guess, put in a clipboard like I have it. Some people like to have it printed in a book. So I made that option available for you guys. Now, let's talk about managing our books. You guys have to make sure you're managing your books. Okay. The reason I'm telling you this. Oh, great, Bernita. I can't wait till you get it. Please, for anyone who has purchased my books, purchased my t-shirts, please go back and leave reviews. I don't have reviews for my books or my t-shirts. My mom bought a shirt for me and left a review. I'm like, Mom, well, thanks, but I want other people to leave reviews. So please do me that honor and go and leave reviews or leave a rating. You ain't even gotta say anything, just like leave a star rating for me so that other customers can see other people have purchased from me and that they're happy with their purchase. Okay. Managing your books is what I want to talk about. So everybody knows I have Zoho One. It's a subscription of apps for small businesses. Okay. They literally have an app for everything that you would need to keep your business organized. And I've been using them since 2018, 2017, 2018. It's been a while. I've been using them for a long time. And it's worth it because I had some past due payments. Okay. And when I do a order, I put that order in and in um I put it in as it's been sent. Some companies do want you to send an invoice, which I have the option to do that as well. Some companies you don't have to pay, send them an invoice to get paid. So what I'll do is I'll mark it as sent but I'll put a due date on it. So if some companies pay me in 30 days, I'll put that it's due in 30 days from the date I created it. 60 days or 90 days, whatever. I put that in there for that. So I go in my bookkeeping software quite often, obviously, and I saw that I had four past due payments, okay? Two from one company and two from another. So what I did was I sent them a reminder email. I sent them a reminder email. They replied. One person paid the same day, the other person mailed the check out, and I got it the same week. So the reason why I'm telling you to manage your books is because you don't want to wait until the end of the year where you're getting all your information ready to get to your tax preparer and you realize you haven't been paid for a job you did 6 months ago. Don't do that. Okay. You should have some type of software that is helping you to keep track of money owed to you. If you are not using a bookkeeping software because you can't afford it, you need to figure out some other system. Um, you can put in your calendar a payment is due from this company for this amount and have a reminder on your calendar or phone or something. Just don't let that much time go by and you realize that you haven't gotten paid for a job. Okay. And I know what you're saying. Well, these companies, they should know that they owe me money. But if they're working with several different notaries, several different title offices, it's easy to forget. They're human just like you are. But what helps is keeping track of your own money owed, sending them a very nice and professional. You don't have to be nasty about it. Send them something that's nice and professional and they'll respond. And the companies that were past due for me, I've worked with them for, a couple years now. So they were just like, "Oh my god, oversight," and went ahead and paid it and sent it to me. So it wasn't a big deal. Who do you recommend for taxes if you're 1099? I did DoorDash, wholesaling, Walmart a lot. You know what, John? I go to H&R Block. I do not have a person. I was going to a lady. She was a really nice lady. And she ended up messing my taxes up for like 2 years. And I still owe for that reason. So I cannot give you any expert advice on that. I go to H&R Block. What I will say about H&R Block is they have small business advisors in there, and they're very helpful. So maybe you can go and talk to them and get some information. All right, so managing your books. Next, I wanted to talk about paying your taxes. Okay, there is free information online. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because it's something that I, was looking into because I want to make sure that I am paying the right amount of taxes with me being a self-employed individual. And so here you can see it has all of the questions. I know, John. That's why I was just like, I'm just gonna go to them. I'm like, I don't have time. I don't have time to be messing with people. And I'm so mad about owing. I still owe. If you, John, you just met me, but for everybody who's been watching me, you guys know I'm very transparent when it comes to a lot of things. I mean, I don't give you guys all of my business, but I think it's important to be transparent with some things because I don't want you to think that um I don't I don't want you guys to think that my shit don't stink, you know, for lack of better terms. Okay. So yeah. But here, Self-Employed Individual Tax Center. If you have questions about tax, what I did was I wanted to know how much taxes I got to pay. Okay. I know that you can do the quarterly payments. I know where to do them, because I owe taxes. So I know where to go and make payments online. But I wanted to know how to figure how much taxes I'm going to pay. And because I don't know how much I'm going to make this year, I did a guesstimate, okay, on how much I plan to pay myself this year. Now, if I pay myself more, that's awesome. But for right now, I'm banking on just doing the 60,000, okay, which is still more than what I made on my job, by the way. I know it sounds sad, but yeah. So anyway, they have these different questions here. You click on it, it takes you to information. They even have online learning tools. So I don't want to hear nobody talking about they paid another notary to get this information. It's free. It's free. Just go on here. I'll share the link. Here's the link. That's your link. Bookmark it. Okay. So I wanted to know how much I have to pay for taxes. So what I did was, what did I click? Um, I don't remember where I clicked that. Oh man, guys. Oh, here. Haha. So under how do I make my quarterly payments, it also gives you this really cool PDF that I printed out to calculate how much I'm going to be paying in taxes every month, which is less than what I was going to be paying. So I'm actually happy I printed this out. So here is the PDF. Okay. And it's 12 pages. This is for 2024. So do not use this to figure out how much you should have paid for 2023. This is not going to help you because they have increased the amount of taxes that we have to pay now. Go figure for 2024. So you're going to have to use the 2023 document to actually figure out how much you should have paid for last year. But moving on. So I went all the way down here. How to figure your estimated tax. And I clicked here on the instructions tax worksheet. And this is what it brought me to. Page 6 here. So I put in here how much I want to pay myself. I put the 60,000. It asks you here to enter your expected income and profits. subject to self-employment tax. Now, there are going to be the amount that is subject to self-employment tax is going to be less because I'm going to be deducting my notary stamps and my expenses. So, that's not going to be taxed. So, it's actually going to be less, but this is just what I'm going to be having to work off of right now because I'm just now going full time. So, I don't know. So, I put the 60,000 here and I followed the instructions. At the end, it showed me that I'm going to be paying $353.25 a month. I plan to pay myself twice a month, so I'm going to divide that number by 2, and that's how much I'm going to be paying. I mean, not paying. That's how much I'm going to be taking out of my check that I pay myself. So I'll just be making sure I'm going to make my payments monthly. I'm not going to be trying to make quarterly payments. And you can pay them monthly. They just don't want you to pay them past that deadline. Okay. So, yeah, I gave you guys the link, and you can go on here, print this out, and figure out yours too if you're interested. Okay. If not, don't worry about it. But I wanted to share it with you guys. Anybody have questions about that? Okay. The next thing I want to share with you guys is, and I'm so mad because I told all of you to just use the website that Google Business Profile gives you, and look what they're going to be doing. Websites made with Google Business Profiles will be turned off soon. Okay. Websites made with Google Business Profiles are basic websites powered by the information on your business profile. In March 2024, websites made with Google Business Profiles will be turned off, and customers visiting your site will be redirected to your business profile instead. The redirect will work until June 10th, 2024. So I am sorry if you guys have been relying on the website that was created for you using Google Business Profile. But all is not lost because if you go to sites.google.com, you can create a website for free. Okay. I have 2 here that I'm not using this one. I'm using this one, but not this one. All you have to do is click here, blank site, or you can choose from some of the templates that they have available. And you can just, customize them the way you like. And then you can use the link that they provide to you, or you can purchase a domain. Now, Google Domains is no longer a thing. Squarespace purchased it. So if you do get a domain from Google, it's going to redirect you to Squarespace. So yeah, sorry guys about that. But I guess Google Business is going in a different direction with all of the different updates that they're making. So yeah, Google Business Profile websites will be um, deactivated, and they won't even work as of June 10th, like the redirection. So it's telling you the redirect will work until June 10th, which means that if you have not changed the URL for your website that you're using for Google Business Profile, when people click the link, it's going to say not available. Your Google Business Profile is going to be fine. It's just the website that Google Business Profile created for you if you're using it. It's just not going to be available anymore. You will only just have the Google Business Profile. Now, me, I don't have a website through Google Business Profile, so I will be good. I have a website through Zoho. So when they click my link, they'll be redirected to my Zoho site. Okay. Anybody have any questions about that? So in March, it will be turned off. All right, good. Next, I'm going to have a notary scenario training for you guys. All right. And let me see, which phone did I put it on? I think I put it on my other phone. Yes, it's on my other phone. Let's see. So we're going to do a notary scenario training. And what that is going to include is I'm going to be giving you scenarios, and you're going to tell me what you would do. And then I'm going to either add to it or tell you that you're correct. That is the right way to do it. Okay. So we're going to be talking about quick claim and warranty deed signings where witness address is needed. We're going to be talking about document witnesses, wrong signer present, incomplete documents, a missing certificate, administering an oath, certificate missing elements, signer unable to sign due to disability, missing pages, all signers not present. Okay. So that is going to be all the scenarios. I got to put them all together for you guys. And then I'm going to see, what would you do? Okay. You're going to tell me what you would do. And then I'm going to tell you what you should do and why. Okay. So that should be fun. I know I talk a lot about business because I'm a business owner, but I do realize that there are some of you who are doing notary and you don't wish to make it like a business thing. You're just doing it. So I think that my next few trainings that I'm going to be offering is going to be more about what to do when you are presented with a type of notary situation. Okay. I think that that will be very helpful for you guys, especially those of you who do general notary work, because, like I've told you guys before, doing general notary work is a whole thing on its own. Loan signings is here, general notary is here. You're going to be presented with so many different type of scenarios doing general notary work only. So I will trying to think when I want to put it together. Mm, Maybe we can do it next Monday. You guys want to do that for our next Monday Q&A? Because what am I doing this week other than working? This weekend, I pay myself this weekend, so I'm probably not going to be home. I'm very proud to announce that I was able to do my first transfer to my payroll account, because managing a business, um, and this is information that I got from experts, you need to have more than one business checking account. You need to have a business checking account that's going to receive your payments, and then you have to have one. You have to have one that receives your payments and pays out expenses. Then you need to have one for your taxes. You need to have one for payroll, and then you need to have one for profit. And that one is going to be the one that you use to put money back into the business. So if I need to purchase anything for the business, money in that account would go for that. And I'm not talking about expenses. I'm talking about things like um, equipment, or maybe I want to do some new marketing stuff, like get more t-shirts and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what that account is for. So essentially you're going to have what, 3 or 4 accounts. And so I made my first transfer to my payroll account, and that was for 1 week. And so I get a chance to do another transfer to my payroll account after this week, and then I'll be paying myself. So I'm excited about it. And it looks like I will be able to pay myself exactly what I plan to pay myself for my first paycheck. So, um, yeah, this weekend is going to be a big deal. So, probably not going to be trying to do anything. Do I want to do a book review this weekend? Let me see what the next guide is. We did 4. 4A is next. I guess I can do that Saturday. I can probably do that Saturday or Sunday. I'll let you guys know if I do it on Saturday or Sunday. I kind of want to do something on Saturday, so maybe not. Maybe Sunday. We can go over guide 4A. So yeah, thank you, Vernita. I'm super excited about it. Ah, yeah. So that was it. The notary scenario training, we're going to do that on Monday. I think that'll be a good time to do it because most of you guys expect for me to be on Monday, so we'll just do it on Monday night during our regular scheduled Q&A discussion. All right? So that was all I have for tonight. Did you guys have any questions? Oh, don't forget to go to my Etsy store. I put some new shirts out. Matter of fact, I'm about to share my screen and show you guys. I'm super excited about it because I decided that I need to start trying to make apparel for business owners and not just those who are in the notary industry. Okay? So here's one. What do you guys think about it? CEO, I am the boss. I really like it. And then, how do I go back? Oh, I have this one. I am the boss CEO. This is for women, obviously. I mean, the guys can have the lipstick on there too, but I was thinking of women when I did that one. I did this one, which I can't wait to get and wear. I'm digging this army fatigue color. It's not army fatigue, it's military green. Military green. I'm digging this color. This is what it says. All right. And the last one is this one. I really like this one too. I like the tattoos on the praying hands. Yes, Vernita. Yes. So these are the new shirts. Super excited about them. And then I did some hoodies for the CEO. Those hoodies are like just really expensive. So I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna have those on there that long, but I'll probably grab one though, for sure. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. So I did do two Notary Public ones too. I'm sorry. I did this one, which I really like. I like it better with the dark color. I think that's pretty cool. And it's one more Notary Public what I did. I did this one. I think it's kind of funky, you know, and I did it with that white background. My daughter was like, "Why did you do the white background?" I was like, "Because I think it really makes that pop, you know." So, yes, that is the new shirts. And all of these are old. And that's my one review from my mom. She's also a Notary Public. So, yes, guys, please go on here and leave me some more ratings, please. And what was one more thing I want to show you guys? Oh, my appointment book. I think I would need to go to, well, I can go to Canva and show it to you. Show you this. Copy the link. No, I just want to copy the link. Okay. I'm gonna show y'all the inside of my book. That didn't do anything. It was supposed to be a link. Copy the link. Stupid. That's dumb. Let me see if I could do it this way. Oh, maybe that's how you do it. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay. This is it. So the notary one looks just like this, but this is the small business one because I am trying to cater to business owners as well. So you have the appointment book belongs to page, you have your 2024 calendar, you have your to-do list, and then you're going to have appointment pages. And I have 5 weeks worth. because some months have 5 weeks, and I didn't feel like going to see which one had 4, which one had 5. So every month you're going to have 5 appointment pages. Okay. You're going to, for notaries, you're going to put the type of appointment and the location because that's important. You need to know if this appointment is going to be too far from the next one and vice versa. Okay. This way you know how to schedule. Like if I know this signing is 40 minutes away, I'm not going to go to another signing an hour from that. I'm going to probably have to do an hour and a half or 2 hour window so that I can make sure I can get from this one and get to the next one on time. And then I have a client contact information. I thought that this was really important for you to keep track of like the signing services that hire you. Like if you're out and you need to reach them, as opposed to you trying to search through your phone, you can have it already in your appointment book. You can just go right to it. Name, email, phone. And so that's it. I wish not Google, I wish Amazon gave me the option to show you guys the inside of the book, but it just doesn't. So that's the inside of the book, guys. And then for those of you, I don't know if my journal is on here because I know some people wanted to see the inside of my journal too. Mm, as you guys can see, I use Canva a lot. I don't think it's on here. I don't think the journal is on here. Let me see what this is. No. No. Well, let me look. Let me see. Mm, nope. My old journals are on here. The new one is not. Yeah, the new one is not on here. I don't remember where I have it. Um, maybe it's in my drive. Let's see. And this is for those of you who use a paper journal still. I don't. I use an electronic journal, but I know some people would prefer to have the paper. So this is for you. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's here. Okay, here it is. This is the journal. 225 pages. This is how it looks. Each page gives you enough room to add 4 signers. And then there's pre-printed pages here pre-printed documents that you may notarize. You're going to check which one it is, circle who signed, signer 1, 2, 3, or 4, is an acknowledgement or a jurat. And then you have lines here to write in documents that may not be pre-printed here, which you will come across that. And then there's a notes section. Okay. So that's my journal. And here's a sample page so that you guys can see how that would look. It has area for witnesses and it has, enough room for 4 signers and so forth. And then in your notes, of course, you want to write the location or any other additional information you acquire during the appointment. So that's how the inside of those books look. Like I said, I'm sorry that Amazon really doesn't do a good job in showing you guys that, but that's how it looks. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get off. What do I have for tomorrow? So I can know what time I got to wake up. Have my clipboard here that I keep. Has my mileage on there and my appointments. And it also has a spreadsheet of cities because like I told you guys, since I've been working from home, I don't know where I'm going. Oh, yay. Good job, Bernita. How was it? Do you think it was helpful? Let's see, tomorrow. See, now, as of right now, I don't have any appointments scheduled for tomorrow as of yet. So tomorrow I'll just be, you know, keeping my ear open for notifications or phone calls that may come through. I do have my Google ad that is active right now, so that's also working for me. Bernita, she has taken my NNA practice test, and it's free. I have it listed on my website for you guys to be able to go on there and, you know, take a stab at it so that when you are ready to take the real NSA NNA test, which is open book, by the way. Oh, good. All right. Good job, Renita. Um, Even though it's open book, people still freak out. Like, I don't know why, but people freak out even though it's open book. So I have that there for free. And the reason I have it for free is because the information is not that of my own. Well, some of it is, but it is NNA. And, I don't want to get in trouble with NNA. So I'm sharing their information for free. Um, the test that I took, I think they've changed their test, but not so much. So yeah, that's there. And it's just a practice, you know. But don't forget the test is open book. So you don't have to take my free practice test if you don't want to, or free course. But like I said, it's free. So it's like, why not? I am gonna have to pay for it. So why not? You got to pay for the NNA NSA actual test. So you pay for it, you're gonna want to pass it. And they let you take the test as many times as you want. So if you flunk it 10 times and pass it the 11th, you can still take it, I think. So but that's available for you guys. And Bernita, thank you for taking it. And it looks like the one I took. See, yeah, that's probably where I got it. It's probably where I got it too, from the one I took in 2022. All right, guys, let me go ahead. I will try to I will try to schedule a how-to guide review either on Saturday or Sunday. Um, I'm not going to make any promises, but probably Saturday or Sunday, so we can go over the creating a social media marketing ad. And then Monday, I'm going to put together all those questions for those different scenarios, and we're going to see how good you guys are. All right, it should be fun. All right, guys. If you don't have any other questions, you're free to go. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. If I can get my mouse to. Okay, there we go. All right, bye, guys.